YouTube, what's going on? This is professional Madden player T Davis, and today we're breaking down part 3 of our mini-series, which is going to be a 32-part series because we're breaking down 5 money plays in all 32 NFL playbooks. So if this is something that you really enjoy, make sure you subscribe here to the channel for the best pro player tips, gameplays, ebooks. I'm trying to bring money plays to every playbook so that whether you guys run this playbook or whether you run a different playbook, you can incorporate these type of plays into your offense. I'm trying to bring the best content and tips to help you guys improve as Madden players. That's my goal. If you want to get better, make sure you check out my coaching, my ebooks. Down below in the description, we have 30-minute coaching and 60-minute coaching. The best prices on the market available. Also have a defensive ebook if you're struggling in defense, which a lot of people are in Madden 21. Make sure you get that ebook. It's going to help you improve, whether it be coverage defense, blitzing, or run defense. All that stuff's going to help you improve. If you want to see me play live on Twitch, check me out, twitch.tv/DavisBrain. I usually stream every day during the week between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. It always helps watching a pro player play live, so make sure you check out all the pros that are playing live on twitch.tv to help improve your game. But in this Baltimore Ravens playbook, it's more of a gimmicky, run-heavy offense, but there is some good passes. It's going to be a balanced scheme we're bringing here to the tip today. You're going to see that there's going to be a lot of QB runs that we're going to incorporate. So you want a fast quarterback guy with fast break, guy with escape bars. Definitely will help because there's going to be some read options, there's going to be some powers. But we're going to have some great passing as well. You want good tight ends for this offense. It's a very underrated offensive playbook. It's the most pistols in the game besides the pistol playbook. I think it has 11 pistol formations. So it's a very unique offense that if you want to be different, if you want to stay away from the meta, go against the crowd, it can be really good. So that's it for the intro, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. 5 money plays out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. Let's get it. Alright guys, so in today's 5 money plays, we are going over the Baltimore Ravens playbook. This is a very interesting playbook. It has a lot of kind of gimmicky plays. You know, you can use Lamar Jackson. They're going to have a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of different like kind of run-heavy stuff. But they also do have some good passing plays, so we're going to have a balance here of running and passing. It's a really good playbook. If you are more of a read option guy, if you like to pound the rock, if you like to, like I said, run those gimmicky plays, this is a playbook that could be for you. They have the most pistols in the game besides the actual pistol playbook. They're going to have 11 pistol formations here. We're going to utilize some of these pistol formations as I think pistol is pretty underrated and it's actually pretty good this year. And if you know how to run read option effectively, then you can make this offense really good. Our first play we're going to break down is out of the full house base pistol. It's going to be the Raven read option. And like I said, if you want to get your read option down, this is a great tip to start. I love this formation for the read option because it is a balanced formation. So before we hike it, we're actually going to be able to flip the play, and nothing will change. Everything will look the exact same. No one's going to move. We can keep flipping the play back and forth, and as you'll see, it's just going to go to left or right. We don't have to worry about any guys moving, any motion at all. We're just going to be able to flip it. So now with read option, what you're reading obviously is that defensive end if they're in a set like this, or the outside linebacker if it was something like 3-4. But in this, they're in a 4-3 look. We're always reading that defensive end right there with the R over him. If he stands up, we're going to hand it off to our running back, which is Mark Ingram, every single time for a nice dive up the middle. And we do have great blocking here out of the backfield. We're going to have these 2 big full tight ends right there in order to block this. So it makes it a great formation. Now remember, if he stands up, we're handing it off. If he crashes down onto the running back, boom, we're taking it off. And we do have Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Obviously, if you're running this type of offense, you'd want a guy like Lamar Jackson or a guy like Kyler Murray to get to the outside and have some great speed. So let's go ahead and run it for the first time here. Remember, we're reading that defensive end right off the jump. As you can see, he crashes down. We keep it with Lamar, and we got to get to the outside. The linebacker made a great play right there. We look like we had a ton of space to the outside. Let's go ahead and run it to the left side here. Once again, reading that outside linebacker now, as they're in a 3-4 Cub type defense. He once again crashes down. We're able to take it to the outside. And we can, you know, you can make a move to the outside. Now, ideally, you'd probably want to be on conservative because you don't want to fumble with your quarterback. He crashes down again. Let's try to follow our blocks, get to the outside. So usually you're going to have a one-on-one situation there on the outside. Remember, you always want to read the defensive end every time. That is crucial in order to run read option. I'm waiting to see if he stands up at all here. He stands up there. We hand it off for a dive up the middle. The practice mode block sheds are insane, as you guys know. We'll go ahead and run it one more time, then we'll get into the replay. He stands up again. We're going to hand it off to Mark Ingram. We're able to get a big gain here. So it's a power run offense. We're going to be able to find these read options a lot of times in all these pistol formations. But once again, we're just reading the outside guy here. You're going to see they have the R over them. But even if they didn't have the R over them, even if the game wasn't telling you, you'd be able to tell if you study football, if you know football from years of watching the game, you'd know that the quarterback is always just watching that outside guy to see, like I said, if he stands up, we hand it off. If he crashes in, we're taking off with the quarterback. Right here, he stands up, boom, hand that off every time. That's the play. We're going to get decent blocking here. We're able to cut up the field. Mark Ingram's able to get about 8 to 10 yards for a nice gain. Next play we're going to break down is out of the pistol bunch. Pistol bunch is really good. I think it's underrated. It has 2 good plays in it. Corner strike in Seattle. That Seattle route, that crosser route is really good this year. It also has some plays in here. It has a read option again. It has PA boot slide. It has halfback counter, which is always good in pistol. It has a slip screen, which you guys, I've said a million times, slip screen just back this year. Also has PA deep in and PA pin deep, which are really good. That route on PA pin deep is really good. And then the PA deep in is kind of like clear out. But the play we're going to break down is corner strike. You can make a nice little scheme out of this pistol bunch. So in corner strike, it's really a zone beater, but you can run it versus kind of man as well. We'll go over how to do that. But versus zone, it's really a flood concept. All I like to do is streak the middle receiver like this, and now we're going to read the flat or the corner route. That's a sharp corner route there, so you're able to throw that versus hard flats. As you can see here, they're playing back, playing cloud flats. We take our flat every time to the tight end. It's just a flood concept. Now also on the left side here, on the back side, we're going to have that high-low again with the table route and the C route. If they're playing back, which they are, we can just check down to a little table route, get about 4 to 5 yards, make a move. Now if they were playing down in hard flats, we can either throw that C route or we can throw that corner route there. Now 2 other things you can do here is just block the running back and drag the slot receiver like that, so we still have a flood concept on both sides again. As you can see, they bit down there, so we're able to throw the C route onto the sidelines. We'll take a look at the replay there with that. So as you can see, the safety is the guy in the underneath zone, so he bites hard. So we're able to throw that C route on the sidelines because the quick cutting C route to the sidelines for a wide open game. The deep zones aren't going to play that. Here on the bunch side, we have this flat route wide open as they're coming back onto the corner route. Now one other thing you can do out of this play is start to use motion with this guy to create a post route. So I would do something like this, and I would probably even drag square like that. So you have a high-low read coming to the right side like this, and I would just check down to the drag. But now it's going to create a drag post combo there going to the bunch side. And we're also going to have our flat route to the tight end in case they do blitz or they're playing back. And we have that streak there just to bring the zones back for this post route. Now you can also leave the C route with the solo receiver. It's really all preference. But as you can see, that post is going to get wide open in the middle of zones. The final play I want to break down out of the pistol is out of the pistol strong slot. It's going to be jet touch pass. It's really, really, really good out of this formation. You're going to have great blocking. We're going to go ahead and run it versus a random play. You just want to hike the ball and follow your tight end, follow your fullback, get to the outside as best you can. Sometimes you'll cut it up, but as you can see here, we get to the outside. We have all that space. Right? You want that 99 speed or 97 speed fastest receiver you can in this position so you can get to the outside. But sometimes we'll cut it up like this, and you're able to get positive yardage. Obviously, we had kind of a weird change of direction there. You want to go guy with high COD. Once again, we'll get to the outside. Boom, we'll stop and go action. Hollywood Brown to the outside for an easy 10 yards. So this play is pretty self-explanatory. You're just following your blocking, but it is a great run to mix in. Next play is going to be out of the gun spread Y flex. The play is going to be called circle. Now this play has some very good routes. It has that route that's highlighted, as you can see, that deep crossing route, which is going to beat man. It's going to get behind zones. Also, the other money route is this running back route. This is one of the best routes versus zone this year. It's also going to beat man. And then we have a smart routed out route out there. We can kind of change that if we wanted to, and we have that fade to the slot receiver. So those routes are kind of just there to bring the zones back. You can really do whatever you want with the other routes. You can keep triangle. You can put him on a flat. You can put him on a drag. Really, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and run it here versus a random play. So I'm just going to run the play stock because it's so good as is. And right off the jump, I'm just looking for that crossing route, possession catch. It's going to beat man initially right off the jump. It's going to be one of the fastest routes in the game that you could throw. Once again, we'll go ahead here. We have the running back wide open. As you can see, no zones really cover this route. It's going to just get in the middle there, and you're going to be able to throw that for an easy possession catch pretty much every time. Once again, you can even rack it too sometimes. I prefer the possession catch to get that guaranteed yards. But as you can see, they're going to have to start to use that route. And that's when you can really create a lot of crazy stuff. And then we just hit that. They start to use the running back route. We hit the crossing route. And then we can also, if you have a route apprentice, you can do triangle or circle on a different route. You can add so many things just based off these 2 routes alone with the running back here. And like I said, it's really versus zone, but versus man, he's going to kind of cut in and he's going to burn his linebacker every time, especially if you have a good guy like Christian McCaffrey or a guy with speed. Here we also have the crossing route. Like I said, this is torching man. We're throwing it right away. But if we want to wait till if he's in zone, he gets to the sidelines, we can throw that all the time on the sidelines as well. Final play or plays we're going to break down is out of gun wing. And we're going to make a little 2-play mini scheme here. And the first one is going to be the QB power. And obviously you want a guy with fast break, a guy with escape artist, a guy like Lamar Jackson if you want to run with your QB. It's really effective. It's probably not as good as last year, but it's still really effective run. And then the other play is going to be TE attack. This play is super good every year. One of the best plays in the game. Those are the main 2 plays, but you can make a nice little scheme out of this. You can also mix in the slip screen, which I've talked about a million times how good they are. They have the quick base. They have the inside zone, the read option. So there's a lot of different things you can do out of this formation to add in. Slot 2 buck is also pretty good. The plays we're going to break down, though, like I said, QB power and TE attack, so let's go ahead and run it. Now, for the QB power, you're kind of just running to the strong side. Numbers, you can utilize motion as well. Here, I think I have all the numbers to the right side. They're only in a 4-3 look, so I'm just going to hike the ball, get to the outside with my quarterback, follow my blocks. As you can see, we get about 5 yards easily. But you're always reading the numbers when it comes to the run game. Here, I want to kind of go to the left side. I'm going to utilize motion, flick my run to the left, and try to get out there to the left. You could even cut up the middle too with this run. You're going to be able to take off initially right with Lamar because of how the fast break works. Once again here, I see go to the left side. I'm going to go to the left side. I might even cut it up in the middle here. No, I'm going to take it to the left side with all that speed. Lamar Jackson, and that's an easy touchdown right there. So this is one of the best run plays in the game because you do get control of Lamar right away. So you're able to just take off and go. One more time here. Let's try to cut it up if we can. Cut it up there about 6 yards. So this play can be really, really difficult for the defense to stop. Something you can kind of just pound the defense in. If I see something like this, I'm definitely running it every time, cutting it up. And sometimes you want to get down. Obviously, you want to be careful, but it's just a really good run. Next, we're going to mix in the TE attack. And I love this play because of these 2 tight end routes. They're just really good. Now, a couple things you can do here. You could run it stock, but you can also just drag the solo side. This is one of my favorite routes I like to do. Something like this, just check down to the drag. But you're going to have a high-low read with the drag in one of the tight ends, which makes it difficult to stop. It's going to stress the user over the middle of the field. I meant to run the pass play again. Sorry there, guys, but you can see how good QB power is once again. But TA attack, we're going to drag the solo side receiver like this. This looks like a man-to-man version, so the drag's going to absolutely torch him. But those 2 tight end routes, specifically the inside route, is going to just absolutely torch a man. The outside tight end route is really good versus zone. It's going to kind of get in the middle. This is man again. Look at the tight end just burning him. We got his, we throw. But get your best route running, get your best speed guy in that position for that specific route. One more time with this setup here. And this tight end route, really good versus zone, just money over the middle. Now, let's break down the second setup I like, and this is specifically versus zone as well, but I like to just put the outside receiver on the right on a little out route and wheel route my running back. You can also put square on a little in route, or you can keep him on that streak. Looks like it's man here, so we're just going to hit that tight end route. But if this was zone, we're looking for that halfback as well. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Maybe we'll get a zone look. Looks like we get man again. And as you can see, the tight end route just absolutely burns his man. Let's try to get zone here one time if we can. If not, oh, man again. Boom. Tight end route. So that's your money route versus man. Then if they do start to run a lot of man, you can mix in motion slants, things like that. But really, you're just looking for that tight end route versus man. Once again, boom. Easy money every time. Then I'd probably start to put in a slant, motion slant with circle, like something like this. It looks like it's man again, so we'll go ahead and do. Or you could just slant him like this. This is an easy, quick setup that will absolutely destroy man. As you can see, boom. So let's do it one more time here and see if we can get it versus zone. Looks like we might have it. Yes, we do. So see, we're able to hit that tight end right there, but they played kind of down on the wheel route, so we could throw that tight end route, but if they would have played back, we'd be able to hit the running back wheel out of the backfield. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. This has been 5 money plays out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. A very unique playbook, a very diverse, gimmicky type playbook that's great if you love to pound the rock with your quarterback, but also have balance with the pass and the run. If you guys enjoyed this video, please comment down below your thoughts. What other playbooks you want to see me break down? Make sure you subscribe to the channel here for the best pro player tips, ebooks, and gameplays. I appreciate all you guys' support, man. Until next time, I'm out.